Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
Red and gold on the edge of the sky, feel the rumble, hear the battle cry. Out in Ames where the storms ignite, we don't back down, we rise and fight. Jack Tri-State's name, yeah, it echoes strong. A story of honor still marches on. Through the rain, through the pain, through the fire we roar. Cause we were built to thrive in the eye of the storm. Feel the ground shake, hear the crowd roar. Cyclone power, can't take no more. Legends rise, this is our norm. We stand tall in the eye of the storm. There's a cyclone blowing on the outskirts tonight. Jack Trice shakes when the team takes flight. Buildings rocking, hear the magical. We rise together, we'll never fall. Feel the magic, you can't deny. Marcus Stars are taking off straight to the sky. Brent, big play, Kirby making history. When the moment gets tough, that's a cyclone way. Through the trenches, through the lane, through the heat, through the rain. When the storm comes blowing, we embrace the fight. Cause the cyclones strike when the time is right. Feel the cyclones strike when the time is right.
And we lost Chris.
What's that about?
Man,
I
this
remember my first time driving a car. This guy.
is what happens when I'm on the show, guys. Shit goes to fucking right. Holy smokes. Intro was starting to finish, and I was like, all of a sudden my screens went blank, and I was like, fuck.
Okay, Dave.
Right.
What's up, man? What's up, guys?
What's up? What's up?
Welcome to another episode of In the Side of the Storm. I'm obviously not Dave Larson because I'm much more handsome and a lot older. So sitting here with the legends, Marcus Fizer, Brent Big Play Curvey. How you guys doing tonight?
Alive and well, man.
Absolutely. Blessed and still kicking.
Marcus, we met live about a month ago when I was in Vegas, and turns out I'm coming again in 2 weeks.
Man, that was a month ago.
Yeah, it was during the finals. It was late. It was like mid-June, I think.
Yeah. What you coming out this time for?
Another conference.
Okay.
For
When is that?
August 10th through the 13th. I'm staying at the Wynn. So
I may be here. We got to take Junior to school that week. You got to be there by the 15th. Well, we're not doing that. Drive up that day and unpack them. That's not happening no more.
Yeah.
That's not happening no more. So we may leave a day early on the 14th or so. So I'll be here.
So you're packing him, Brent, Malachi already down on campus.
Yeah, he's gone, man.
When did you moved him in the spring? Did he stay over the summer?
Yeah, he went. He was gone in January, so we moved him in. Then he came home for a break this summer. He had like a month off, 3 weeks off, I think, and did a lot of working out. And then they had like a little mini camp. He had like the 4th of July off, and then that's it. So now he's back there locked in. He's like, well, just got x-rays on my thumb again. I was like, damn, already.
Really?
So, nature of it, he broke his thumb when he was playing under me at Waukee.
Yeah.
But he had to get it casted up, and he played. But he's like, yep, same thumb, same problem. So waiting to hear back about that. But I was like, this is the nature of it, man.
What would he got it caught on a jersey or something? Or
I hadn't even give me the details about it. I just know the way we use our hands, you're gonna have a bunch of hand injuries. You know what I'm saying? Because but yeah, I hadn't even got it. He just texted, was like, yeah, I just left getting x-rays, so I'll let you know what I find out. But I was like, hey, this is where that mind gets right, because If you can't do anything, you better learn as much as you can. And if it's a broken thumb, they're gonna cash you up. You better be out there ready to play. Just so we clear, like that's.
You got 3 other limbs at work.
Huh?
You got 3 other limbs at work.
And really, you get a club on it. And I was like, you actually it can be okay for you. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's a weapon.
I watched some documentary on Lou Donovan, who played for the Rams in like the 50s or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling a story about how a guy had a broken arm, played for the Raiders. He played for the Rams. This guy played for the Raiders. And it was so like casted up that it was like a club. And he said to the ref, he goes, "Are we going to do something? Because all he's doing is swinging that thing and fucking murdering people."
Yeah, that's it.
So
you got a helmet on, it's over with. I had my hand taped up for practice 1 week because after I dislocated my finger and all of that stuff, and they taped it up so much and I couldn't really feel it. I was like, oh shit, okay, well, it's over with. Like now I can use this thing. So that was my major pass rush move. I was just widening some bitch up and whoo, just trying. I just needed to move you enough so I can run right past you. But you know, I don't know who's playing.
I've never had a broken finger or anything like that. I did something to this thumb. I think like holding a ball, like going up and getting fouled and like it hyperextended, like bent back really bad, and it was swollen for a long time. And oh shit, probably something happened. I don't know. It's still bigger than my other thumb, but like even now when I'm driving, if I grab the steering wheel the wrong way, it'll, it's like whoa, and it hurts pretty bad. But maybe some ligaments or whatever is torn a little bit, but other than that,
So you guys have these.
Ron Artest's fingers are really, really all his fingers because he used to reach a lot playing defense. They say playing defense, getting it caught in jerseys and stuff. Yeah, like worse than that though.
Yeah, that's worse than that. I got 3 of them, so I just got 2 fingers in my. Can't straighten them out. It'll just forever be.
You guys have these cool stories about how you were like in the trenches and whatever else. I got mallet finger making a bed one time. Finger is. Have you ever heard of the word mallet finger? You ever heard of that phrase? So literally, the tip of my finger was just drooping. I was making the bed and I was shoving the blanket down and I caught it and pulled the ligament right here. And literally, I went around and my finger was just flopping. Didn't hurt. Wasn't painful. But it just literally, I could not straighten it. So I had to go to the doctor and they put a brace on it and taped it up. And it sat in that brace for 6 weeks, reattaching the ligament. So that's my finger.
We're gonna say it was a weighted blanket.
Which I told my wife. I said, that's why you shouldn't let me make the bed. Because I had got an injury and that's not cool.
That's it. That's funny.
That's the extent of my injuries. All right, let's talk camp. Camp's been in for I think about a week, right?
Yep.
So reports are that Beck looks phenomenal as usual. Give me some early thoughts of what you guys may have seen or heard as far as camp goes.
I haven't heard too much. My ears haven't been to the ground. I've been watching all the highlights and the stuff on social media and all of that. But I mean, they look good, man. Like obviously we're gonna see all the good stuff, so you'll never know what's really going on until you get up there. But I mean, from a fluidity standpoint, and guys look like they know what they're doing, they're in the right spots. Look like we got us a chance to be something special again.
Well, yeah, I hadn't seen much either. I like during this time of year. I like to. I've been trying to stay away from like the NFL. That they've been doing the inside of the what ESPN got on right now inside of
NFL
training camp. Yeah, that's like stuff.
At training camps. Yeah,
I've been trying to stay away from a little bit, trying to get that whole Christmas feeling, unwrapping everything, and let's just go. Like I be trying to watch baseball. This just not the time of year for baseball. Baseball is real sexy when we get into September and October time. Like right now, it's a whole lot of. I seen some, position players pitching the other day, like 35 mile per hour fastball. Like, I'm not trying to watch this. So I'm excited. I'm excited for football. See a couple, highlights and clips and stuff on Facebook and share them. And I'm just ready for it to happen, man. See a lot of Dak Prescott everywhere. You're gonna see Dak Prescott everywhere. Everywhere is gonna be Dak. They talking about the Cowboys. They talking about Dak. Talking about the Cowboys. Talking about $6 million man. Like, what y'all gonna do? One way or the other. Let's get it rolling.
Don't get me started on that game. Don't get me started on that game.
Hometown guy. I mean, I wish them the best, but I mean, what they've had there, they got to do some more winning than what they've done.
Well, I heard something interesting. I was listening to a podcast or something, and a lot of those, to your point, Brent, they show those clips of all the highlights and whatever else, but then you get these fan reactions like, "Oh, this guy can't play," or this, that he's thrown 4 interceptions in practice, whatever. But a lot of that is situational, right? Like they're putting these guys in situations where they're making it harder for them so they can be ready for game time and whatever else, right? Maybe they're in a 2-minute warning on, and it's a simulated 4th down, and he's got to throw these throws because he wouldn't normally throw that, but then people are going, "Oh, he threw 4 picks in practice."
Oh, are we? Hold on, let me hold you. So, are we talking Iowa State or are we talking Chicago?
Regardless, we're no okay.
I didn't know we were talking the Bears or we was talking about Iowa State here.
We're gonna be trolling bullshit that you guys are when it comes to Chicago. I saw that. I saw the Madden cover. I edit this fucking pod. I saw it all. So
I just didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
I mean,
yeah.
No,
you know what I'm saying? They're gonna get some of those though. Yeah, I mean it's fair that they do put them in some bad situations to see how they'll kind of come out of them. But the reality is it's practice for a reason. Like you're supposed to make mistakes so that we can learn from those now and don't make those same mistakes in season. So that's the major piece of it. So some people are gonna, oh man, they suck, they're trash. I've been watching. I did peek at some of the inside the NFL stuff to see guys, and I'm seeing clips of some rookies, and they're like, "Oh, this kid has no explosion. He has no this. He has no that." And I was like, maybe he doesn't, but this guy's a ball player, and sometimes they move a little different, and they are crazy productive. So just wait until the tape comes on and watch him perform. So, but fans are like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to pay my money to see that, but just don't jump the gun. Give the kids a chance first, and make your assumptions after that.
Yeah, practice is the absolute worst. Like you said, Chris, it's going to be different situations. It doesn't matter what sport you're in, especially, like for the quarterback, they're going to put you in a tough situation to make it harder. So hopefully in the game, it's a lot easier. Eustace and Floyd used to put me on the second team. We playing to 17 and 5 of your team down 11. Like, what the hell? And, that's like, or I'm playing with the starters and, we going to 17 and we up 14-2. Then he switched me on on the second team mid-game. That type stuff. And you just have to, play through it. It's frustrating. You talking about something that's super frustrating. You get in those type situations and never win a game in practice, like it's the hardest thing ever, but it always translates to, being better when game time comes. And, it's a lot of talking that will be had if fans can see that stuff. They really don't know the ins and outs of what's going on, but it builds character. Even though at the time the player can't see it.
It was brutal fucking hot this week too here. No, I mean not Vegas Marcus Pfizer text message hot, but like but it was brutal here this week that they started. Brent, you played back in an era where shit was different. Talk about those summer practices and how brutal those were for you guys, because it's not like that now for these guys. They get a bigger break, I think, and a lot more structure for it, but I can't imagine what it was like for guys in your era. Look, here comes Marcus with the We can't. It's wide at 73. Wow, it's 73 in Ames today. Yesterday it was 105 heat index.
Yeah. Marcus like, hold on, I don't want to hear that.
Good old 73.
Like it's 73 fucking degrees.
But you look close on that one. Let it focus.
It's so hot your phone can't show it.
Oh my God. It's triple digits. The low is 78.
Damn.
The low is 78.
We have corn sweat,
great.
Marcus. We have corn sweat here.
Well, yeah, the humidity is different.
Man, shit. So for me, when I played, we were still doing 2 a day. So like the true 2 a days.
Oh, they don't do that now?
No, sir. They can't because of all the heat, the deaths, and the whole nine. So they're being more
Marcus,
cautious. Because this was a conversation I had with my son before he left too. Because he was like, man, he was like talking to the other guys, and he was like, oh man, fall camp sucks. It's this and that. And I'm like, I said, bro, it's not gonna be that bad. Like, I know what you're thinking, but I said, trust me. The worst part is staying awake during meetings. I said, y'all gonna have one long practice, and you got a meetings the rest of the day. That's really it. And he was like, yeah, let me check. So he goes and kind of runs down his schedule, and it was like, all right, we got to be here by this time. Okay, boom. Okay, warm up, practice. Yeah, okay, 3 hours done, and then shower, meetings, get an hour break, meetings. And I was like, damn. I said to only have one practice and then go to meetings. So that would have been fucking phenomenal.
Man,
I said, man, shit. Being out there in that 95 degrees and shit, 90 anything with pads on is absolute torture. Yeah. I mean, we talking about full pads too, not half pad and shit. And then you had to wear braces. You had to wear your knee braces and shit because guys was getting hurt. So
that's back in the days when shoulder pads were shoulder pads. They weren't
right. Yeah, it wasn't all form fitted and looks like you just got a small little man. That shit was awful. Man, that shit was so bad. So you sweat out of that one, go eat, you rest for an hour, and you're right back at it after your meetings. Like, yeah, man, that required a different level back then.
I watched Barry Sanders, the clip yesterday. And man, those shoulder pads were like,
right,
man, could you imagine him in today's shoulder pads?
You watch Troy Davis, his whole shoulders are
highlight. Got to. That was momentum to get him down the field.
Put him in some shoulder pads like that today.
So even still, like, so when I played in the CFL in Canada, it was even worse. So we'll have a 3-hour practice in the morning. You get an hour break, and then you were right back practicing again for another 2 hours. So they was like, oh, well, we're gonna get you guys out early. The fuck? No. Like, I don't need it that early. So we were knocking it out like back to back. And I'm like, bro, 5 hours with an hour break. So everybody they're really sitting in their bottoms. We would chill out in the locker room, pounding Gatorades and anything with electrolytes in it, because we about to be right back out here in another. Like, it was, man, look, I don't wish that on nobody, but it definitely created something different in you. So, you know what I'm saying? Now it's, guys are a little bit smarter. They're trying to keep players playing longer. The game has evolved, which I am glad they took some of that out, but I feel like there still needs to be some way to allow that to continue, right? So the guys are getting those good reps, and you can only learn so much watching film, right? But you have to be actively moving in it. So even if we do a padded practice in the morning and then do more of a walkthrough in the evening, that's, I'll take that too. And I think we kind of started transitioning to that maybe my last year, where we do a full pad and then just a helmets in the evenings. So that's when they try to run your ass to the ground. But I'd rather have that anyway, so we can get some live reps.
Yeah, they're going to keep you busy no matter what. Coach is going to find some kind of reason to keep you busy.
That's it.
Well, I would tell my story of throwing up at practice, but it's just as unimpressive as my finger injury. So,
go ahead.
I hadn't played any youth football, and I really wanted to play football my freshman year of high school. So I had zero experience. And It was my first experiment at two-a-days, and I was not a small guy, played defensive line, but we had a morning practice, and I remember I went home and I ordered a full pizza, and I ate a full pizza, looking for
Hey, yeah,
and drank some soda. And then about an hour and a half later, went back to practice, and dude, it was the worst. I threw up so bad in the middle of practice. I didn't last 2 weeks, and I was like, this is not for me.
And there was the pizza fault. It wasn't the practice.
Right, right.
It was looking back, that's the one thing I regret is quitting football. Dude, that was a bad choice that day. It was a bad choice.
That's crazy. So when I was in Carolina,
and they wouldn't give you water. You weren't getting water or anything. So
get you a quick break. Like, we're halfway through practice, 45 minutes in. Oh, go ahead, get some water now.
Those up downs did it for me. That was the.
Oh man, I couldn't imagine that. So when I was with the Panthers, we had a dude, big Samoan cat, Make Kimoyatu. So his brother was with the Steelers, and Make was a D lineman with us in Carolina. And Walker College camp was for us. I think they still do it there now. But everybody's like, man, I'm gonna go, get into the hall, mess hall, basically the mess hall where we eat at right before practice. Early, and some dude's like, I'm gonna go grab something to eat. And Make was like, you would always see him taking off in the morning. Like, where the fuck is Make going? Man, so being a rookie, just kind of curious. Me and my roommate at the time, Rondell Biggs, was like, bro, we about to see where Make be going, because he'd be dipping and coming back. So we leave and drive, and Make is at Krispy Kreme. So you pull up, it's like a big Krispy Kreme up there, and all you see is big ass just leaning up against the window, just waiting his turn, and that hot and ready sign just flashing right behind him. He walked out with a dozen Krispy Kremes, and he is smashing. I mean, one on the way in, he just popped them like Tic Tacs. Boom. He walks. By the time he gets back to the stadium, to where we, getting ready to go, he's got the box, and he's on his last 3. So he's banging a dozen donuts before practice all day long. And then Chris Jenkins like, boy, get your fat ass. See, this is why you on that weight limit now, because your ass want to eat donuts. He was like, man, so I'm gonna eat a pizza after this too. Like, so him and his brother would get a full large pizza and smash that in between our meetings and the next practice. I was like, that's different. Like I couldn't do it.
Them hot donuts will melt.
Man, what? Yeah, them Krispy Kreme just sit on your tongue. That's it.
I can't eat 2 of them now.
I mean, the problem is he chose a subpar donut place, because Krispy Kreme is the worst.
Oh, not the original hot and glaze.
No.
Yeah,
kind of
got him by a landslide.
This story. Did you guys see the story? This buck, 400 pounds, has to walk and lose weight before he can practice.
Well, what I took from it,
wearing a weighted vest, that's all he's doing at practice right now.
I saw it, and maybe Brent can clear it up or whatever. It says they're making him walk until he gets in better shape. It didn't say necessarily lose weight, because as guys, especially in the NFL, heavier guys, I mean, them guys could be 350, 360 and in shape, running fast, but you can also be 350, 360 and not in shape. It's like, you can be out of shape. You can be an NBA basketball player that's, 200 pounds and out of shape, ripped up. If you're not in shape, then now that's when, injuries and stuff come. So I thought maybe they had him walk around until he gets in better stamina shape, and then now he can start running. And if they need him to lose some weight, he can lose weight after that. Because initially, you're not going to, if you're not in shape trying to move that weight, them joints not going to hold up.
450
Is that him?
pounds. That was him last year as a senior, 450-pound rookie. He's on the non-football illness list due to his weight. I read somewhere he has to run 10 laps without stopping in the 95-degree heat before they'll let him practice fully.
See, they can't do that. Like that's you trying to get a lawsuit and kill the kid. Was he 450 there?
He was definitely 450 in college for sure. Yeah. But it's kind of a twofold thing, right? So you think about the professional piece of it too. Having you 450 is going to be a really big liability. How much we're going to make you kind of move around, right? But I think they kind of picked him up on let's see if we can get him serious about his diet, get him down, because that's just not going to be a healthy weight in the league. Like 450 is cool, but the reality is if they're going to dress you, they're going to need you more than 8 plays. And that's about all he's going to have in his tank once you get to going in the game. You know what I'm saying? So he's a run stopper. He's not a pass rusher. So, so you're talking about 40, 50 snaps. No, I'm sorry, 30, 40 snaps of run. And he can only contribute like 8 snaps. So that's, I think they're more so looking out for his health. And I mean, like Marcus said, I mean, like that same guy I was talking about, Marquez was he was 370 in shape. And Chris Jenkins, the other guy. Chris Jenkins was 385. And Chris damn near had abs at 385. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's different. But I think for him, he still got a lot of baby weight on him too. You know what I'm saying? They got to get off of him. But I think it's the best thing for him, man. He needs to. Yeah, you got to back that down. That's not healthy.
What would be his ideal weight?
Is not going to be great. Like he's not. You can't sustain a life at that at 475. I mean, full disclosure, when I was 36 years old, I was 460 pounds at one point. I was. And if I wasn't going to make a change, I wouldn't be here today. And so Ted Washington, 375.
What's his ideal weight for that position?
What is he? 3? Oh, he's 6'5"?
Yeah.
He's 6'5". So I bet, I mean, in the perfect world, they want him to be around that 370 mark. Like, 365, 370, I think would be ideal for him. That's going to be a whole lot lighter too. And he'll be able to move a little bit because I don't know if he has a small purse.
He's 6'6".
Well, he's a pro now. And being in college, he probably getting paid in college. Nobody's really feeding him what he's supposed to be feeding him. They probably got him on some food because majority of it is diet. You put the right food in you, that furnace will start burning and he'll come around. He probably don't get that much time this year, but if he can keep up along this path and be productive and show that he's able to do it, next year, will be a lot better for him.
He was a free agent. He wasn't. He was a free agent signee after the draft.
Okay.
It's an uphill battle, but still, but Jordan Davis, right, with the Eagles, same way. He was for Bills, I think, in college, but now I think he's 3. I don't know. He's light, and he looks really good. He said he feels so much better too. Plays a little bit quicker the whole 9. So it's tough because you can't prove yourself without playing, but also the reality is when you're that big and you're in the league now, when everybody can handle you, everybody can handle you when you're playing, you're at Florida.
Makes sense, right?
Now everybody can because they can scheme to get your big ass out the way. You know what I'm saying? And they'll run away from you because he was decently fast, but he's not super fast either. So he's a true run stopping nose guy. That's what they would use him for. But the guys that are in the league right now, 320. You might have a couple 340s. I mean, Vince Wilfork was, I think, 340, but he could run. He could run. Sideline to sideline. He was really quick. So this guy's a little bit slower, just strong as an ox, obviously. But you 450, you can lean on whoever the hell you want to.
I mean, in the 4 years he played, I read the stats. In the 4 years he played, he had 63 tackles and 1.5 sacks.
I had that in a season.
I probably would have had 1.5 sacks.
Yeah, I had that in a season, and you know what I'm saying, in college. So that's what I'm saying. And that doesn't tell you how many snaps he took to get that either over 4 years.
Yeah,
so,
it's crazy. Crazy. I don't know. Couldn't do it.
Well, he better.
Right? Yeah. I mean, it's not just his career at this point. It's life changing, to be honest with you.
That's it.
All right, let's dive a little bit into the Big 12. Let's talk about schedule. I kind of put this together today when I was thinking about what to talk about. I want to bring up the schedule for the Iowa State team. I want you guys to look at the schedule and give me one game that you think is probably their toughest
Iowa.
game. Their toughest game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say which one you looking forward to the most.
I know which one you're looking forward to. I was looking forward to the Iowa game until all the parking got sold out before I could buy a pass, and I had to pay $150 for a fucking pass there to park.
Sheesh.
Yeah, they're normally $40. All right, this is a schedule. What do you think is going to be their toughest game?
Damn. It actually look. I mean, realistically,
Might be Iowa.
yeah, I would say it's going to be K-State or Iowa.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say K-State is in there just because that the quarterback was really, really good and he's back again, and he did give us some fits last year from what I remember. And we're going to be in Ireland. So that first week is always we kind of find out if we're fine-tuned enough or if we still need a little bit more work, because we always start out kind of slow. So I'm gonna stick with K-State. I'm gonna go with K-State. But shit,
Why
the
is
rest of
that game so early?
That's the Ireland game in
that's
Ireland.
in Ireland, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's good for us that early. Nobody,
That's what I was going to ask you guys. What's your thought? Would you rather play a team like that early in this first half of the season, or beat up on some cupcakes beforehand?
I would want another team before I hop in the because that's a conference game.
Yeah.
So I would want another team before I hop in the conference, because I want to see if there are any kinks I need to work out. But that could kind of work to our advantage as well, because they haven't seen the playmakers that we now have, right? They got the old film on Jalen Noel and Higgins, right? But now the Xavier Townsends and the Carson Brown kid and the other guy we got that came in, I can't think of his name, but those could be now new weapons that they have to prepare for that they haven't seen quite yet. So
yeah, I was thinking that too. Early on, not really knowing, what's going on is in Ireland, so it's out of the country, right?
Yep.
How far away is Ireland? That's north.
It's like a 10-hour difference or something.
yeah.
How'd that happen?
They've done it every year. There's been a game every year in Ireland at the beginning of the year. 2
For
years.
us?
Yeah, no, not for us, but
Oh,
in college football, the opening game in the last few years has been in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
who
Yeah,
would
they're
be
trying to
favored?
get over broad thing.
What's that?
Who would be favored?
K-State is a 3-point favorite, I believe.
Favorite, huh?
I can tell you. Marcus all of a sudden wants to know what betting lines are, even though he never played in his life.
No, I'm just trying to figure out who they think is the best team.
I should have listened to him. I should have listened to him when I was in Vegas. I made that stupid bet at the over, and as soon as I showed him the betting slip, Marcus is like, "Are you serious right now? That's not happening."
That's not happening. Not in this game.
Wasn't a great idea. Wasn't a very smart idea on my part. I lost my train of thought. 6 hours, Ireland, 6 hours difference.
Okay.
Here's my concern as a fan. And again, we have different perspectives, right? I've never played the game. To me, I'm sick to my stomach if we lose that game. And now we're behind the 8 ball already in the Big 12. Is that how you guys would look at it or not? Because I would feel if we lost that game, I would almost feel deflated. It would be hard for me to get over that and already know you've got one game under your belt and you're already one game behind in the conference?
Well,
I mean,
go ahead, Vic.
I was going to say no. I don't. I guess I don't feel that way just because of the other games we have scheduled right after that one, the South Dakota, the Iowa, the Arkansas State. Like, I feel like that's enough time to get the fine tuning done. So that first one's going to tell us a lot, right? We're going to come out and it's almost like we're two new teams playing each other anyway, because they got to work out their kinks too. So they're definitely not above us in that regard. So I think that evens the playing field. So even if we were to fall behind, then we still got a chance to go win the next 3 right before conference starts. And then the reality is, I mean, looking at who we have next, I mean, I think we can run the board. So if we lose that first one, I mean, I think Arizona doesn't have their big receiver anymore. Cincinnati, not worried about that. Colorado, BYU, but that's a homecoming game. So
and they lost their quarterback. Their starting quarterback is gone.
I don't see personally, looking at the schedule, I don't see a team that worries me, because the only reason Arizona State beat us was because of Scatterbo, and he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah.
There's nothing at TCU. Nobody's at Kansas. My son, but outside of that, he ain't touching the field, I hope. And then Okie State. So what do we? I'm not concerned as a player for sure. So
yeah, I look the same way. I mean, it's either can be 4-0 super sexy or 3-1, still sexy, but not. I don't even know if winning or losing that game will even matter. I mean, we win the game, we still come through these next 3 figuring things out and getting better. If we lose the game, we still come through these next 3 figuring things out and getting better and going into conference. So, like I said, we can win the first 4 and then get into the next 4 and win the next 4 and be 8-0 and doing the same thing that we were doing last year, or, lose that first one and then run the table after that. So this is a real favorable schedule this year. Okay. Really favorable.
Yeah.
So which game could trip them up? Not counting the Iowa game. Looking at that schedule, what game could trip them up?
Kansas, I'm saying, maybe. Oh, that's at home. That's at home.
At home.
Shit.
So that's coming off a bye and it's at home. But Kansas has had our number for what, 3 years?
Yeah.
3 years in a row. So I mean, that'd be the only one. But Kansas lost those receivers that was dogging our ass anyway those past 2 years. So I don't think that gets us.
I mean, Arizona's home, Cincinnati, Colorado. Colorado without Shedeur and the rest of those guys on the road. Like BYU is. Who can we really say? I mean, I would figure it'd be a home game. I mean, a road game. We look up and some crazy stuff will happen at home, like last year once we had a 2-game losing streak or whatever. But I mean, I really can't. I'm damn sure not gonna say Iowa.
I dare say TCU. That's an away game. That's down in Dallas. Their defense is pretty good. That just feels like that's right after the Arizona State game where they're going to be looking to get some payback against Arizona State, and then that's a huge road trip down to Dallas.
Yeah, I agree. I think TCU would be one. And you know what? In all honesty, Okie State, just because it is at home, and that's not an easy place to win at either. I mean, we've done it, but that's still one of those we can get behind pretty quick. So. Okie State, I think, would be one for me.
Man, if we happen to go all the way down to 11-0 to Okie State and lose that one,
yeah,
man,
I'm telling you. But that's the not what we hope for at all. Because this, we 11-0, shit. Hopefully, we in that playoff conversation. So, all of this stuff is different. You know what I'm saying?
Laser focus then.
Yeah.
Colorado's a little interesting too. I just don't know what they got.
Don't, right.
And with Dion's announcement on Monday of what he went through, you know, there's that emotional impact too that they could play for him this season, and that I just don't know who they got or what they have. You know, it's been Shedeur and Travis Hunter for 2 years.
Yeah, they did just add Byron Leftwich too as an OC.
As an OC, yeah.
So that's gonna help them out. But again, I don't know what pieces he has to their puzzle over there. So
I think Byron probably would have rather come in. Came in last year with that pro than this year fresh. It's gonna be kind of tough.
All right, last thing I want to ask you guys about before we go to break is, and maybe you guys have talked about this and I just missed it, but Iowa State tweeted out today this look with the new script helmets, the red jersey, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but their social media team has went heavy on this script. And the somebody here tweeted out, said, big fan of these Iowa State helmets. Script can do no wrong. Yellow accents tie it in. And Iowa State Athletics said, we agree.
Yeah.
So I think they're phasing this I State out. And they're really embracing this Cyclone script here. But these are freaking sweet.
That's what I mean. They go with the unis nice. I like them. I like my old Tornado size. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I do. That's
my favorite logo. But
that's my favorite logo as well. Yeah. So it's the one that was there when I went to, I went there Walden's last 2 years, and then McCarney's first 2 years is when I was there. So it was kind of a switch there, whatever. But yeah. Also, Brent, I ordered one of those vintage jerseys.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I ordered those. So I ordered Samu's jersey. So
okay, nice.
Yeah. So I tried to find a 52, but they didn't have a 52.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You got it out of there. Had to make sure it was gone.
That's right. That's right. Like, fuck that. I ain't getting any of that money.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Man.
All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. I got a couple fun questions to go over, and then we'll be back with the guys. So again, I'm not used to this. I got to find the shit to hit the commercial.
Making great tasting bourbon requires the perfect combination of ingredients, conditions, and time. The longer it rests, the better it tastes. Revelton Distillery's new single barrel bourbon is made from 80% corn, sourced 100% from Iowa farmers. And unlike mass-produced bourbons, each barrel of Revelton's single barrel bourbon is unique, proofed on when it tastes best. As they like to say, it'll be ready when it's ready. And to ensure the highest standards of quality and flavor, owners Rob and Christy Taylor oversee the production and bottling. Every single barrel. Iowa born, Iowa aged, Iowa bottled. Try the new single barrel bourbon from Iowa's own Revelton Distillery. ReveltonDistillery.com.
Whether you're fueling up for a big game day bash,
tailgating this weekend.
Yeah, what can I get
Big
you?
one. Give me a dozen jalapeno sausages and 6 each of the sausage and bacon.
Sweet. All right, we'll get your order right up.
or just trying to survive last night's party.
Bro.
What's up? Can I get you?
What do you got?
What do we don't got, man? We got big plate, sausage, bacon, egg, and cheese. We got the sausage. The jalapeno sausage is good.
One of everything, man. Give me one of everything.
It doesn't matter what kind of hungry you are, party hungry, hangover hungry, or just regular old hungry, Coach's Kolaches is ready to save the day, one delicious bite at a time. No one does it better than Coach. At Coach's Kolaches, it's all about the craft, Every kolache starts fresh, rolled by hand, packed with flavor, and stamped with a little extra love from Coach himself. No shortcuts, no substitutes, just real deal game-winning goodness. And if you're feeling a little sweet, we've got you covered there too, with hot, fresh cinnamon rolls and juicy made-from-scratch fruit kolaches that'll have you coming back for seconds and thirds. Swing by and taste the tradition at Coach's Kolaches, right off Hickman and 100th Street at 2700 100th Street in Urbandale, or call ahead at 515-802-6200. Whatever the game plan, start it with Coach's Kolaches.
In 2023, a crack Green Beret named Dan Douglas retired his military command and promptly escaped to a full-time career in real estate. Today, this man is wanted by home buyers and sellers who want to survive the process without spending a fortune. If you have a home to sell or want to buy one, maybe you can hire Dan Douglas at Green Beret Realty. You can find him at greenberetrealty.com. greenberetrealty.com.
All right, we're back, and of course, we are broadcasting from the AKC Andrew Downs Marketing Studio. This is the Side of the Storm. All right, guys, we had a couple major legends die in the last week and a half between Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, and now Ryan Sandberg. So the question for you guys is what sports or celebrity death really hits you guys the hardest at some point?
No, it's got to be Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Got to be Kobe Bryant. For me, and I don't know. It's something that I've dealt with here recently in the last couple of weeks. And social media is just a weird place. But I absolutely hate TikTok. My wife loves it. I hate TikTok because it's too adsy and everything, and there's words on top of words, and you can't really tell. And then it's a video playing, and then a flower pop up for somebody to pay, so you can pay somebody. It's just so much whatever. But she sends things whatever, and I go look on the video, and then majority of the time on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. If I see something or somebody send me something, I watch that, and then. Like, I don't never really hardly go to people's pages or anything like that. I just will go through the timeline. Whatever pops up, then I get off. But I was on TikTok, man, and like the autopsy of Kobe came up. And it just completely destroyed me because and I don't know if it's true or not, but a lot of people were saying it was true. But on the autopsy, they had like a human picture. It wasn't him. It wasn't him in the flesh or anything, but like a drawing or whatever. And man, like on it had both of his legs were cut off, and his right arm was cut off, and I didn't know that. And man, and for a few nights, like I couldn't sleep. I just could not sleep. And my wife just asked me what was going on. Couldn't sleep because that really, really vexed my spirit to just know, somebody that I knew played against, have known since 12, 13 years old, an athlete, such a great athlete, to meet his untimely demise and in that way of fashion. Like us as athletes, our legs is our livelihood, and to just think about, like every time now when I see like a clip, it just hurts me to my soul to just think about if that was true or not, and there's no way, I guess unless I see the autopsy report from the doctor or ask Vanessa or something like that. But to even think that it was true or to even wonder if it's not, for someone to put that up, man, it just really, really was devastating to me to see that. So I would definitely say, if anything, definitely him. From when he passed away, just recalling, seeing the alert on my phone to seeing that, a couple of weeks ago, and I hadn't said anything else other than to my wife, to anyone about it. It just really vexed my spirit.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. I mean, I guess for me with celebrities, it's so different. I truly only I kind of get tied to the people I'm close to. So
Mhm.
in most cases, celebrities, like it's one of those like, man, that's a big piece of my childhood, right? Things like that I miss, like even the Malcolm Jamal Warner thing, like that was clearly like that was my everyday, you know what I'm saying, watching the Cosby Show. So he's a big part of that. But I mean that's kind of tough for me to say which one impacted, you know, just in general, just trying to think back, like which one truly impacted me the most. I think they all kind of hit me the same. You know, because I almost have like a detachment, right? They're not real figures to me unless I'm really with them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I can see them, they're all characters and all of that. And you know, I've met quite a few and they're all really good people the whole nine, but I just don't have that connection with them to truly like you know, I know for Marcus it's different being he was in the brotherhood, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So him being a part of that, that's, you know, I can the emotional tie to that is totally different. And you know, I've lost some teammates to me that, you know, struck me a whole lot more. Like just in Ames, just my team alone. We were talking about Stevie Hicks the other day, and you know, Chris Love and you know, Berryman. Like those are the ones that really got me.
Play with
more than-
NSC. Did you play with Enos Hayward too?
He was before me. He was
Okay.
before me, but you know,
That's
all
the one
those-
that kind of shocked me. It was
That
yeah.
Now that one, I went to Anderson's funeral. I was in Louisiana, back at home at the time, and like my personal manager, we got two-way pages back then. She sent a message, and you know, just a casual message. Did you know Ennis Hayward? And I was like, yeah, that's my guy. We came in together as freshmen, and she was like, yeah, he passed away last night. He was with the Cowboys at the time, and that was.
Yeah.
I just sat up in the middle of my bed like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
And, you know, and the funeral, the service was that weekend, and my wife, you know, drove over. You know, it was so many. First time I met Jerry Jones, and so many people that was there, and it was surreal because, you know, it wasn't even about us being pros or athletes at that time. It was like, man, you know, and we were in our 20s then, so it's
yeah.
like now we gotten older. I'm in my 40s. Things in life are a lot different. At that age, you feel like, you know, you're invincible and nothing can ever happen. You're in the best shape of your life. You're healthy and everything. And it didn't hit like Kobe did actually later in life. But now that I think about it, you know, seeing them laying there, man, being so young, that was really a shock to my system.
Yeah. Got to be.
He was a good dude too, man. Super. Oh my God, you talk about the funniest guy to be around. Man, he was funny. You know, got that Southern Dallas, Texas drawl. He was really funny. He looked like he was in no type of a shape, but you hand that ball to him in the backfield, he was coming out of there doing some big things. Though,
Yeah.
real good dude.
Mine would be Walter Payton. He's the first favorite player I had watching football, and then to watch how he died and the rumors that were going around at the time because he looked so sick, and that was kind of my first also piece of how much the media could be such a hit job.
Yeah.
And to watch them tear down that guy's, and to know that, you know, he never missed a game in the NFL, playing in the NFL, and then, you know, that disease took him and things like that is just, so for me, it was Walter Payton. And then I'll never forget, they played Green Bay the weekend after he died, and they blocked a field goal at the end to win it. And that was, they were like, that was Walter. So,
yeah.
All right. A little bit of this is the last question. We'll flip it around a little bit here. We'll have, hopefully this will be, way more fun. So, our guy, our guy Tyrese Halliburton proposed to his girlfriend in Hilton Coliseum last weekend. He was he was in town for George Niang's golf tournament and trivia night and things like that, and then proposed to his girlfriend, who we met at Iowa State on Hilton Coliseum. So my question is, what's the craziest or farthest? Well, Marcus, I know you drove to Ames for wings. Not counting that story, what's the craziest thing that you've done to impress a girl?
That's hard to say.
Well, I'll just throw one of my little stories out. So
Hold on,
this
let me
is-
mark the tape so I can cut this for later.
man. So Carolina Panthers, undrafted rookie free agent. I'm excited, right? We get my I've been to quite a few strip clubs. My first strip club, I was 16. Wasn't supposed to be in there, had a fake ID. Cool, no problem. So I've been going to strip clubs for a while. My rookie year, we go in and I go out with the guys. So I'm with some big hitters one night, and I won't give all their names out because I don't know where they are. Anyway, so we go out with the big guys, and they, announce we walk in. It was at Onyx Strip Club, Charlotte. Never forget this. Walk in, it's like, oh, we got a Carolina Panthers in the house. And I don't know if you've ever seen like Players Club, Ship. Marcus, I'm sure you've seen Players Club, right? The movie.
You gotta watch it out.
Money. Yeah. So it's like, it's one of those things. Right? So they see us all come over, get a section crazy. And I'm in there, and man, T-Pain is just songs playing in my mind. I'm in love with a stripper, right? So I'm like, I got $500 tonight, and this is all I'm spending. I ain't doing nothing else. And man, I was just enamored by this chick in there. And I was like, you know what? She deserves more. She deserves more. So fuck it. How much you need? Because I'm gonna pay your rent tonight. We just gonna make sure you're good. So yeah, I went to the ATM, and they get to rubbing on your back so they can see your balance, right? When you're it never gives you the option to hide it. It just shows it no matter what, it prints it off. Walks over there with me, and she rubbed my back. Then she rubbed it a little harder, like, oh, okay. And this is after I get my little signing bonus. I got a couple dollars in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, ran me out my drawers that night. It was over. Took whatever she wanted. So I didn't go too far, but I gave too much. So I can tell you that.
Man, I think the craziest story when I was playing over in Tel Aviv, Israel, and this was early Facebook days or whatever. MySpace may have been hanging around about that time, whatever.
Yeah.
And I bet there's one chick on there, whatever. I mean, Maccabi Tel Aviv is one of the biggest clubs in the EuroLeague, definitely in Israel. And so this is MapQuest printout days. And so, I decided we got the day.
You print out the map and you're reading it.
Right. We got the day off the next day. I'm go and see what's going on. See what's going on. I was single at the time or whatever. So let me see what's going on, see what's happening. And so I was driving to, I guess, the city. I don't remember the city that she lived in, but I kept seeing this city, just on the freeway. Kept seeing this. I said, I know that word does not say Nazareth. You're not thinking about. You're not. I know that word is, and got closer, because you're not seeing street signs for however many miles. And so like 30 miles later, it was a sign again, like it said that. And so it came to like a T stop or whatever. And I was supposed to make a left to go to her, and the Nazareth was to the right. I went to the right. Because I'm like, there's no way in heck. This is the real Nazareth.
Yeah.
Where my boy Jesus Christ is from.
Right.
And I literally went down there.
Probably go where Jesus was born and not go to the
I went down there, and it was 11, 12 o'clock at night. Took a couple pictures or whatever. Bad reception. She can contact me or whatever. And I just, after I left there, I turned around and drove back to Tel Aviv. And it was probably about an hour and a half drive or whatever. And got back, got back to the room, to my apartment, laid down, got the rest, and just chill. So that, that probably was the craziest
divine
thing.
Intervention there, ain't it?
That's
divine intervention for you right there.
She was a bad girl. I mean, we're friends on Facebook still. I think she actually lives here in the United States and in New York or whatever. But it's just a funny story to see of course it's Israel and
Right.
Bethlehem and Nazareth and all that, but I've never seen, like I get on Freeway 9 and I can see Los Angeles. You don't think as an
Right.
American, you driving a car, it's going to be an actual sign that says Nazareth, that way. And I was like, it was like a falsehood. Let me go see, if I can see some of my boy people down there. So that's
That's it.
fun time.
That's funny. Mine would be I was just got divorced and I was dating a girl that she lived like 2 hours from here. She lived in Manning, Iowa. And I would go on the weekends and go see her and then drive back because I'd have the kids and work like on Monday. So late Sunday night, and I had the worst car. Like this car was not reliable. It was my parents' extra car because I had lost my car in the divorce. So I'm driving this thing that's barely drivable anyways. And I'm coming back and I'm on 141. It's probably 60 or 70 miles before you get to like the Grimes area and Granger area. You're coming back.
Yeah.
And so I'm in between these two small towns and bang, tire goes out, tire blows. So I pull over and it's my dad's car. And it's one of those things that the spare is underneath and you have to like have a
crank it down
thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the tool in there. I can't drop that thing.
Oh, wow.
My cell phone is maybe at 20%, right? It was one of those flip phones at the time. So it was maybe at 20%, barely a signal. Some guy pulls over and he's like, hey, do you need help? I was like, this is what I need. I need to find a place to phone so I can call somebody to come. He's like, I'll take you back to the next town. So I get in this stranger's car. We go back to the next town and he's nice enough to wait for me. I call this company. They're like, yeah, we can meet you out there, but it's going to be $250. Well, motherfucker. Okay, like, you're not going to take a card, I assume. Nope, it's got to be cash. Well, I don't blame him. Sunday night, on the dead of road, that fucker wants cash.
Right.
So I get off the phone and I look at the guy running this gas station. I said, do you have an ATM in here? And he's like, nope. Well, where's the nearest ATM? Oh, probably that next town 20 miles down the road. So this poor guy who stopped to help me drives me the next 20 miles to go get and then takes me all the way back. And at this point, I get all the way back. This truck driver guy's already got my tire off, got my spare on, and I gave him the $250 cash and I made it home. But I was like, I need to buy it. This was the worst idea ever. I could have been stranded. The guy could have picked me up and just killed me. Like,
that's it. Threw you in the neck, just threw you on the side of the road in the next town.
Well, I think when he figured out that I didn't have any cash, he was like, well, I killed this motherfucker. He ain't got anything.
And then that one.
Poor bastard just took out his last $250 to get his tire fixed. He's not worth life in prison over.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. Well, I think in 2 weeks, you guys are back at it. It'll be a week and a half before the first game in 2 weeks when you guys are back. So
I'm ready.
I can't wait.
No time, baby.
Can't wait. Marcus, I'm going to ship you your shirts that I offered you. And Brent, I'm going to stop by Saturday morning and drop yours off if you're going to be around.
I'll be between there and Market. So kind of depends.
Well, if you come in, why ship them?
Because I'm not sure, A, that I have enough space in my suitcase, and B, I'm not sure I'm going to have time to see it. Because this company's pitching us pretty hard, so I already have like 4 meetings and dinners booked on my fucking schedule, and I'm probably going to gain 15 pounds while I'm out there. So
you better get to it now.
I know, right? I better drop some more. So
that's it. Stay active,
guys,
baby.
Appreciate everybody. Joel says have a good night. Joel's watched the entire night. We'll gear up. Cyclones.
That's it, baby.
There's a cyclone brewing on the outskirts tonight. Jack Trice shakes when the team takes flight. Hilton's rocking, hear the magic call. We rise together, we'll never fall. There's a cyclone brewing on the outskirts tonight. Jack Trice shakes when the team takes flight.